Welcome back. The Japanese government is keen on assisting PNG government officials undergo training in Japan in preparation for the 2018 APEC Leaders Summit. The training will be coordinated through its implementing agency, the Japanese International Cooperation Agency, or JICA. Hera Aihi from the Department of Community Development was the first recipient of the training program. Miki Cavera reports.
Capacity building of Papua New Guinea government officials is crucial to the success of the 2018 APEC Leaders Summit. Development partners such as the Japan International Cooperation Agency, or JICA, are assisting with capacity building training. This is part of Japan's commitment towards PNG, which was agreed by the two governments during the G7 summit in Japan this year.
I am pleased to announce that Mr. Here Aihi, sitting here, Assistant Secretary for Disability Section, Department of Community Development and Religion, has been officially selected as the first JICA participant under this program. He will participate in the JICA training course on improvement of accessibility of social inclusion.
Japan's ambassador to Papua New Guinea, Morio Matsumoto, encouraged participants engaged under this program to equip themselves with skills vital to the delivery of a successful APEC. Among the other assistance by the Japanese government in preparation for the 2018 APEC includes the development of the Port Moresby Sewage Project and the provision of musical instruments to the Papua New Guinea Defence Force.
Prime Minister Abe reiterated that the importance of PNG to Japan, and also the willingness to support the PNG's efforts to host this very important meeting of APEC 2018. For that, Japanese government will extend many sort of supports to PNG government from now on. This program is also one of this.
JICA Chief Representative Takashi Toyama says 30 training programs for policy-related government officials are in place and more will be added leading to 2018. Miki Cavera, NBC National News, Port Moresby.
4 young Papua New Guineans signed their contracts with Air Niugini today as cadets under the National Cadet Piloting Training Program. The 4 were selected from 1,000 applications nationwide through a rigorous selection process. These cadets will leave soon for their initial 18-month pilot training at the Professional Pilots Training Centre at Coffs Harbour in New South Wales, Australia. Jehebakia reports.
The cadets include Iga Kila, Bradley Richard, Ezekiel Corralio and Gabriel Kale, who were with the parents and guardians to sign their official engagement contracts with the national flag carrier. From an initial 1,000 applicants from all over the country, 400 underwent entry testing, resulting in only 20 attaining a pass mark of 80%. For the next assessment and selection phase, where the top 4 cadets were selected.
For this first phase of your training, there's still a few more areas that need to be, a few more hurdles to be crossed before we can say you've passed onto a Dash 8. But this is the stepping stone, and we wish you all the very best for your training. It is going to be quite hectic for the next 18 months, and we'd like to wish you all the very best with your training as we move forward.
Air Niugini's acting CEO Marco McO'Connell said the airline is proud to bring in new talents into the country's aviation industry. He said he looked forward to working with them as they graduated from the training and joined the fleet back in the country.
The gentlemen here will now commence to be signed on with Air Niugini and commence a new path in their life, which will be aviation. And you become part of the Air Niugini family here on. On behalf of the chairman, the board of directors, the CEO of Air Niugini, we are proud to bring on these fine young gentlemen into our organization, and we look forward to their commitment to the organization and participation in developing this country of ours. Thank you.
Since the inception of the pilot cadet training program, Air Niugini has graduated over 80 national pilots, both male and female, who now serve in the flight crew of all its aircrafts from Dash 8 to Boeing 767s. Joe Bakia, NBC National News, Port Moresby.
Meanwhile, out of the 4 cadets who signed their contracts with Air Niugini today, Gabriel Kare was a special case. Mr. Kare is the first from his area in the Sinasina-Yongomol district of the Simbu province to be selected for this cadet pilot training program. The young cadet is also partially sponsored by the district administration under an agreement signed 2 years ago with Air Niugini. Again, Shehabakia reports.
From the district itself, he is the second, being preceded by a young woman who is currently completing her pilot training in New Zealand. Gabriel Kare was accompanied by his mother to officially sign his contract, as well as the district agreement before his other colleagues. Member for Sinasina-Yongomol, Karunga Kua, said this is a very important step for his district, in the sense that things previously thought impossible for Papua New Guineans are now being done.
The A380, which is a double-decker bus, which is the aircraft which is the biggest commercial passenger aircraft in the world. There are Papua New Guineans flying in there. So when I see that as a leader, for me, it is a demonstration of the potential that young Papua New Guineans have to venture out into the world and do things that were previously thought were not within the grasp and the domain of Papua New Guinean people, young people. It is a question of education, it's a question of knowledge, it's a question of opportunity.
Mr. Kua said those flying our aircrafts represent the spear point of our growth in knowledge and capabilities. He pointed out that the aim is to get young Papua New Guineans to take part in the country's growth as well as their own advancements. As leaders, he said the right thing to do is to provide avenues and financial assistance in order for the younger generation to realize their dreams and move the nation to the next paradigm.
In my district, we've been lagging behind. We haven't had the opportunity, the privilege and the opportunity to contribute to pilots who will participate in the aviation industry and open up our country and open up the world to us. And so what we've done is to put our money where our mouth is.
The MP is also currently having talks with the Maritime College in Madang, with the aim of one day putting young people from his electorate and province to train in the maritime industry. Jay Bakia, NBC National News, Port Moresby.
Stay with us on NBC National News.